we've probably had enough of the lockdowns and the restrictions as a country, where we've been through a lot, quite tired, and it really should be a last resort. We've made the call for to keep the country open during between Christmas and New Year, and it turns out, I think, cautiously, to be the right call. So if we continue along this path of good data, then things all being well, everybody being sensible, we should manage to avoid restrictions and God forbid another lockdown.
And your reaction to the English government, if you like, acting in distinction from what happened in Scotland and in Wales. Do you think Boris Johnson took the right call by saying, looking at the data we have, we are going to let people enjoy New Year and there isn't enough data to lock us down?
Yeah, absolutely. It's bang on. It was the right call. I mean, obviously the governments of each of the nations see the same data, but it's down to the interpretation that you put on that data, and ultimately the call you make as well. So it's not just the health data, of course. It's factors such as the economy, such as pressures on mental health, all have to play a part in this. So yeah, it seemed like it was the right call, and we should start the new year in a very good position. I think we are unlocked, we are vaccinated, and it puts us well ahead of the curve when you compare us to some other European countries.
Do you have some sympathy with those in Wales and Scotland then that had to rely on the interpretations, as you put it, of their devolved governments?
Well, it's not for me to make the call that they have. But obviously, I'd much rather our people be free, our people be unlocked up, and making their own decisions. I think we've been through a lot as a country, and we've learned a lot. And I think it's time to give responsibility back to our citizens, and certainly that seems to be what is happening in England.
We know Boris Johnson has a new baby. And a little boy as well, and Christmas is an important time for families. But nevertheless, there is a public health emergency here. COVID cases have been skyrocketing, particularly the Omicron variant cases, and some saying the Prime Minister rather conspicuous by his absence. Should he have made more of an appearance, do you think, recently?
Well, he came up to Milton Keynes just this week to visit a vaccination centre. But you're absolutely right. He's got a new baby and a toddler and a country to run. If he had a couple of days off at Christmas, I wouldn't blame him.